So as far as New Year's resolutions go, cutting down on sweets can be one of the hardest, especially if you have a bit of a sugar addiction. So today we're going to learn how to make a lighter pound cake that you won't feel that guilty about eating. I'm back in the kitchen with Chef Barbara Mojon Gugnoni. Nice to have you here, Barbara.
Nice to be here.
So typically pound cake is full of butter. It's not the best for you. Tastes fantastic.
Not the best for you. It was originally called the 1, 2, 3, 4 cake because it was 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, and 4 eggs, which was the recipe for every pound cake out there. This basically takes all of those measurements and cuts them in half, and yet you still get a lovely pound cake.
And you have different flavors here. All right,
different flavors.
How do we get started?
One of the things to do is you want to get as much flavor in as possible. If you're taking out some of the fat and taking out some of the eggs, you want to give flavor. So what we have here is the zest from 1½ lemons.
Okay.
And we're going to massage it into the sugar.
Okay.
And that coats the sugar and makes the sugar more flavorful.
Oh,
because you're only
I didn't
using
know that.
1 cup of sugar versus 2 cups of sugar.
Okay.
So you want to make it as flavorful as possible. So you just really massage it in. Now we have different kinds here.
Yes.
We have a lemon one, we have a vanilla bean, and we have an orange chocolate.
Oh, what a great combo.
Yeah. So on the orange chocolate, we did the same thing with orange zest. On the vanilla bean, we did it with the vanilla, the inside of a vanilla bean pod.
Okay.
And so that just helps you get the sugar going. So then to that, you're going to add 2 eggs, room temperature, everything at room temperature.
Okay.
Because it combines a lot better. You just whisk it together. And I timed myself when I was making this for the show.
You were practicing?
And I was practicing to see not only that it's light and healthy, but it's fast and easy. It took me 10 minutes from the minute I started to the minute it was in the oven.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's a really fast, easy recipe as well. So here we have, instead of a cup, we have a ½ cup. Now this is vegetable oil. I did the vanilla bean one with butter. I did some of them with vegetable oil. You can use either one you'd rather use.
It tastes pretty much the same?
Pretty much the butter has maybe a little bit, richer flavor to it, but the oil is a little bit easier. You don't have to melt it. A little bit faster.
Okay.
So, and we have some vanilla and some lemon juice.
Okay.
Okay. And then what helps this cake with is because you don't have as many eggs and you don't have all the sugar is we're using yogurt. Just plain Greek yogurt. And you add that to all your wet ingredients and whisk it in.
Wow, and that's our substitute. That's our healthy substitute?
That's our healthy substitute is the yogurt. That's right. So you whisk that all in. And now in this bowl, we have our dry ingredients, which is a 1½ cup of flour, some baking powder, and some salt. And we've just whisked them together. And then you just take that and you add it to your wet ingredients.
All right, so far this is pretty easy, Barbara.
Really? I know, huh? How could
I can handle this.
And
now, do you have the oven preheated?
It is. It's 350. And this cake takes a while to bake. So you're looking at somewhere between 45 and 55 minutes, depending on how your oven runs and how,
I bet it makes the whole house smell nice, though.
It really does. It's wonderful. Yeah. My husband's been wanting to eat all of these the whole time I've been making them.
Bring them home.
Yeah. So, and then you can serve them for any part of the day. You can serve them, for morning. The lemon one, if you toast it and put butter on it, like with your coffee in the morning, it's wonderful. I'm sure the vanilla would be too. I hadn't tried to do that, or you can serve them at night. And we have some sauces here that will jazz them up a little. But of course, any of them would be good with, vanilla gelato or some pecan ice cream or something to put with them. So you get to this point, you don't want to stir it too much. You just want to incorporate the dry into the wet. So it's not like beating a cake batter so much. It's just sort of folding it in. It's a little bit more sort of the technique of a tea cake.
Okay.
So you just fold them in, lumps still in there are fine. And then you would spray your pan with either a baking spray or you can butter it and flour it. You just want to make sure you have it well greased because you don't want your cake to stick.
True, okay.
So then you would just put your cake in the pan, put it in the oven, and 50 minutes later you have one of these beautiful
I love
cakes.
It. And now let's talk about these sauces that you have.
Yes, well we have a chocolate sauce here to go with the chocolate orange, and this is just semi-sweet chocolate with heavy cream. So, okay, that's not so healthy, but you just put a little bit on and it's all right.
Sure, you can always put fruit on it, right?
Exactly. That's with the vanilla one. Sauteed apples or something would be great with the vanilla. This is a strawberry puree, which actually is healthy. It's just strawberries, lemon juice, and a tiny bit of sugar in the blender. And you could use that with the lemon one. I suppose you could probably use it with any of them that you wanted to. A little bit of confectionery sugar to make them pretty.
And what's the glaze on this one? How did you
That
make that?
one is, that's confectionery sugar, orange juice, and vanilla extract.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give this one a
Wanna
little
try?
taste if you don't.
Oh,
if
go
you-
right ahead.
I'm off the wedding diet, so
Oh.
this is allowed again. It looks wonderful. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's moist.
It's
They
moist,
really moist.
and it tastes like a regular pound cake.
It really does.
I couldn't tell the difference. There was less.
No,
Bad
it's,
stuff.
isn't that amazing? And half of everything, and you had a great pound cake.
I like
so,
it.
Yeah.
Barbara, thank you so much for the recipe.
Thank you.
All right, still to come. Can you really beat the slot machines? A woman who has won more than $3 million tells us her story when Connecticut Style returns.